Hello, this is Sunshine Stamper, and today we are going to be doing a haul video unboxing review of the Spellbinders Deluxe Caboodle for October 2025. Now, I keep wanting to call this by different names. I keep wanting to call it the whole Kit and Caboodle. I think that's because I buy scrapbook stuff from Kit and Caboodle, but this is the Deluxe Caboodle from Spellbinders. I paid $130 for it. I'm not sponsored by Spellbinders, don't get paid for making this video, they don't give me anything free, so this is going to be very honest opinion of what I got for my $130. Now I will say that when you join their clubs, not only do you get the sale price on everything, they say it's like 58% discount on all the products inside, so you get your items for the month at a discount, and then you get 10% discount on the website. You just have to make sure that the code for your club applies to your order before you check out. So anyways, this is this month's kit. It comes in a very cute box. I took the shipping label off already. You guys don't need to know where it was shipped to. It was shipped to my home. But the box is adorable. I like how they have the platinum. I have a platinum. That's my die cutting machine. So I thought that was really cute. Just cute box, cute packaging. Always love cute packaging. Yes, I am a sucker for cute packaging. The inside it says, go create something amazing. I don't know if my stuff's amazing, but I definitely will create stuff with it. And then, yay, it's here. And that's how I feel when I get stuff in the mail. Now, I will tell you, I've been back and forth a few times on keeping the Deluxe Caboodle, because sometimes some of the stuff I see and I'm not sure I'm going to use it right away, at least. Like Glimmer. This is a good one. So I have a Glimmer. I will be honest, I have never actually used my Glimmer. I use my Mink. Never used the Glimmer. Yeah, probably should. And that's one of the reasons I go back and forth on the Deluxe Caboodle, because you get all of their stuff for the month. You don't get to like pick and choose. So I do get the Glimmer stuff that I haven't used yet. I mean, I have the machine. I could use it. I just haven't yet. But they say 58% saving, so that's how I do the mental gymnastics to say, hey, I better order the whole thing because I'm saving money. But anyways, that's one of my problems. All right, so this month, I don't know what this is. Like I said, I'm not paid by Spellbinders. I'm not like one of their people. So looking at this for the first time with you. It says, be the first to try this new silver bullion wax seal powder as a member of the Wax Seal Club of the month. So this, it looks like eyeshadow. That's interesting. Okay, so I mean, I guess that's +1 for Spellbinders. They gave me a free extra little thing in my kit that I wasn't expecting. I know it's like, you know, like a gateway drug where they're saying, hey, try this, you're gonna love it, so you order more. But yeah, well, we'll see. Okay, cute free little gift. We'll figure that out later. It looks like you're doing like highlights and stuff on there. It looks a little messy, but got it for free. Might as well try it, right? All right. So I don't know what order this stuff is in, so it might not be very logical, but we're just going to go to the order I pick it up in. So this is the Stitching Die of the Month for October 2025. And I'll be honest, I've got stitching dies. I've bought some stitching stuff, but I've never like actually done the whole stitching thing. So maybe this will be the time I try. If nothing else, I mean, it's got a cute little sentiment there. I'm going to move this stuff out of the box. That way I can move stuff around and hopefully we don't get as much glare from the camera. Just move that box, put this down further. And oh, wow, that made the glare worse. Okay, well, sorry about that. We're just going to have to deal with the glare from the packaging. Okay, so next up, it says this is the clear stamp of the month. It has 8 clear stamps to you and yours. The cute little wordy Christmas tree. I like the word art like that. That's fun. It'll make a fun centerpiece for some cards. And it's got some cute little sentiments on here. I almost call them embellishments. I don't know what I'm thinking. But cute sentiments. Cozy wishes from our home to yours. The best gifts can't be wrapped. Well, that's kind of weird to put on a card because you're putting the card in the envelope, but whatever. All is calm and bright. Merry Christmas to all. Christmas blessings to you and yours. Wishing you a season full of wonder. And wishing you a Christmas that feels like home. That's assuming you want a Christmas that feels like home. All right, so cute little stamp set, nice sentiments. I like the tree. That's going to be fun to play with. Okay, next up, stencil of the month, Frosty Wishes. And this creates a giant snowman. I know the camera's like doing weird stuff with the focus, but we're trying our best here. So this reminds me of something I just ordered from Concord 9th. I just ordered a Santa face. So this will be cute to make some cards from. Could probably make a set of cards to give as a gift that have the Santa face and the Frosty in them. Those would go good together, so you know. I mix and mingle my craft products. I'm not a purist. My Concord 9th stuff will get mingled with my Spellbinders stuff, and that is a cute card. It says there's 5 layering stencils in there. I'm not going to open them up and go through them. You probably can't see this on camera, but they do have them labeled. There's a number etched in the stencil, so you know which order they go in. But that's cute, very cute. Now, the one thing I do find a little challenging sometimes is when you have images this big, it could be a little challenging to figure out where you put your sentiment. So it would probably be like a strip sentiment down here. I don't know, like cutting into his neck, I guess. What would have been really cute if they'd made him a little smaller and made a scarf on him where you could have put the sentiment in the scarf. But yeah, there's an idea for you guys. So that will be a challenge using this one. You know, with these large images, sometimes it can be a challenge to get the sentiment on there. But, you know, you don't have to put a sentiment on the outside, too. This could be one where the sentiment is on the inside of the card. And, you know, like maybe use... Yeah, these don't really fit him very well. But I'm sure I'll figure out something to put on the inside. But again, he goes well with that Santa from Concord and 9th. And that one I willingly bought, so I have plans for that Santa. We'll just extend those plans to Frosty. Excuse me. All right, so next up we have the small die of the month, Snow Day Friends. And I see we've got another snowman going on there. Here they are. These are cute. These are very cute. Oh, see, they show you how you use that sentiment in this one. This is the Season Full of Wonder. The kids, the snowman, adorable. I really like the snowman. He looks like he's not going to be that hard to put together. Some of these, you get the small dies, and it's like, oh my gosh, 20 million pieces. This is going to take me an hour to do one card. This one doesn't look too bad. It looks like basically you do the jacket, you do the pants, you do the feet and the head and the scarf. So I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you, that's probably 20 minutes to make one card again. I'll take it out, I'll put it together, I'll play with it, see how hard it is. And, you know, maybe I'll make a video showing how long it takes to put together one card with this set. But hopefully it won't be too bad. I do like the Christmas tree on there. That is cute. I like how it has this ground. Sometimes when you're making these cards and you have like these little die cut elements, it's hard to make it feel grounded. I like when we have these background elements where you have something to ground your images so they're just not like floating off into space without, you know, gravity holding them to something. So I actually really like that. And the tree is cute. All right, next up. Okay, so this is Stitching Die of the Month. So I don't know anymore. That one says Stitching Die of the Month. This one says Stitching Die of the Month. Like I said, I'm not a Spellbinders employee. I'm not a Spellbinders expert. Don't know how these fit together, but okay. And this one, he is actually cute. You know, I would probably even put him together without doing the stitching just because he's adorable. And I might try the stitching on this one because I just think he is so cute how he's laying there on top of the little piece of candy. You don't have to put the joy on there. You could just put him like that and do a different sentiment. He's going to be cute. Yeah, I am definitely going to try him out. Put that one together. Again, it doesn't look like it's going to be a horrible amount of work to do. It's probably at least 10 minutes to put him together, though. We'll try that. We'll see how long that one will take. But he is cute. Okay, next up. Clear Stamp and Die of the Month. Okay, so I'm wondering, where did we put those stamps? Here we go. These two go together. All right, so we got the die to cut out the Christmas tree and some of these sentiments. We've got 8 dies, 8 stamps. So yes, we got a die per sentiment per image on here. That is always nice. We'll definitely get some use out of those. I like to die cut my sentiments out. I don't like to make, one layer cards. It's really hard for me. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know, not intuitive for me. I like to have a stack of sentiments. When I do more videos about the garden method, you'll see why I like to have my stack of sentiments. But yeah, I like having a bunch pre-made that I pick and choose from, and that will work well for that. All right, next up. This was, how did I already get cat fur on that? I just took it on, there's cat fur on it. This was one of the items that kind of sold me on the kit this month. I was kind of thinking about skipping this month, but this press plate with these little snowmen, oh my gosh, that is going to be adorable. And it's got the 2 sentiments with it. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut some watercolor paper down. I'm going to press plate on the watercolor paper, and I am going to loosely watercolor just like probably the hats in, and maybe some of the snow, and that is going to look adorable. Just a little dab of color on there in certain places. And you can definitely do that with markers too, but I think I'm going to do that with paint. Adorable, and he's just so happy. And I like this because, I don't know, it's just, kind of whimsical, not a serious Christmas card. And I'm thinking probably can use this outside of Christmas if you make his hat not a Santa hat. Like if you color his hat like it's, like a cap, like a snow cap. We don't have those very much here in Florida, but, make it look like a regular hat instead of a Santa cap. You could use this for just regular winter cards too. So very cute. Love that. Just adorable. And again, images are big enough to color in and add that little bit of color in. That's going to be fun. All right, next up, I need another sip of water. Excuse me. All right, the glimmer plate. So, yeah, I am not good about using my glimmer plates. I like the press plates better. It's just easier. I don't know. Maybe I'll try this one because it is really cute. I really wish I knew. I know the press plates you can use in the glimmer machine, but it's my understanding you cannot use your glimmer plates in the press plate machine. And I asked that question on Pink Fresh Live not too long ago, and they said all of theirs could be used in both. So I really wish there was some clarification from Spellbinders. Can I use this in my better press? Can you make these so we can use them either way? Because I would love to have this as a press plate background, not just a glimmer background. But I don't want to break my press plate trying to find out. But who knows, maybe I'll get crazy and see how much a replacement plate costs and try it. Because I really love this background. It's very pretty. And it came with this foil this month. Cute foil. And I have the machine. Maybe this will be the month I get it out to use it. Who knows? All right, so this was another star of the show. I saw this one. This and the snowman. These are the ones where like, oh, I can make such cute stuff with that. This is the large die of the month, Winter Wonderland. It says it's 35 cutting dies. Don't let that intimidate you. You don't have to use all of them. Honestly, I don't use all of them at once. But look what this makes. So you do your basics and you get your window, and you could put the Christmas tree in the window. I have stamped stuff that I could put in the window. Like I could layer this on top of like a stamped image. You could probably even use, depending on the size, you could probably, no, that's too big. But if you have a Christmas tree stamp this size, you could stamp that and not have to deal with paper piecing it all. But I just love this little old-fashioned window. I like how it has the ground to ground it on. You know, it has the details. And again, you can put in as many details as you want or as few as you want. This one, I will probably, let's be real, probably won't do the kid, probably won't do the sled. That's a lot of work. But I will do that window and probably the Christmas tree because those are cute and I do like those. So, yeah, I like this one. I like that window. It's going to be fun making cards with that. It's big enough where you could even put that on a scrapbook page. I really like it when you get the elements there big enough where you could use them on scrapbook pages and in your journals and stuff too, because I do enjoy scrapbooking, and that would be a cute, cute little paper piecing on a scrapbook page. Very cute. I think these parts won't take that long to put together, so I'm optimistic about that one. I will put that one together and let you guys know how long it took to do. Alright, next up, and I also really love their embossing folders. Okay, so I'm not sure, can you see this on the camera? Can we see this on the camera? No, I don't think you can see that. Oh, we are really blurry now. Take it away. Put it back. Okay, now we're not blurry anymore. Dare we try that again? No, we won't. So use your imagination. Imagine some like pine leaves, some of those leaves that like the holly berries are on, and some snowflakes. It's a really cute, festive, winter, holiday flurry background. Oh, here we go. Maybe you can see this. That's what it looks like. That's going to be fun to make. I've got some plans to make some card backgrounds with that. Very pretty. I love the embossed backgrounds like that. And then this was another. So that is the embossing folder of the month. This one is the 3D embossing folder of the month. Honestly, I've always thought that all embossing was kind of 3D, so I guess the really big difference is like this is more in your face 3D, like a lot more texture than like your regular embossing folder. And typically when I make these, I have to use a different sandwich in my machine to make them. But this one, I loved the brick wall. See, can you see it? So this is going to be fun as a background. And this one, look at that, more cat fur. Seriously, I just took that out of the box and we got cat fur. But this one, it's going to stay out. It's not going to be put away with Christmas stuff when I'm done with my Christmas crafting. I'm going to keep this one out because I do like a lot of florals from Ulta New and stuff, and always looking for like that soft background where it's got some texture but it's not like an overwhelmingly busy pattern. And this will be great. I have like some sets where you make doors. I have some tree sets. This will look really pretty behind all of that. So very happy with that. And then the final item, wax seal of the month. I do like my wax seals. I have a lot of fun with the wax seals. They can be challenging to use on cards. Sometimes it feels like you're forcing yourself to use the wax seal. I'm trying to get better at finding like organic ways where it doesn't look like I designed a card around a wax seal. And honestly, this one, that's a good example of how you've got the sentiment in there on the wax seal. So it kind of flows a little better than, you know, a card that's basically designed, like these seem like they're more designed around the wax seal. But I like how this one's like more organic, and that's one of my personal challenges lately, trying to find more organic ways to use those wax seals, because I really do enjoy making the seals. They're fun. I feel like a mad scientist mixing the wax together, and it's just very satisfying. So, you know, looking forward to using this one. I like how it does look like a sentiment there, so that'll make it easier to use. All right, that is the bottom of the pile from the box. So again, $130. That's without like tax. I'm pretty sure the shipping is free on it. But you get quite a bit of product for your $130. I think their clubs tend to be a pretty good value, especially if you like dies. If you don't like dies, probably not the club for you, because, you know, Spellbinders, that's kind of what they do. But, you know, their press plates, the glimmer plates are pretty, even if I haven't used them yet. I like the stamps. Love the embossing folders. Pretty happy with this. Going to be interesting to see how I work this guy into things and how long it takes to cut some of these more intricate ones. But it'll be some fun experimental crafty time. I love playing with my craft supplies and trying new things. So this will be fun. Overall, happy I bought it. I think I'll get my money's worth. Did you buy this set? Are you thinking about buying this? Let me know. Leave a comment. Love to hear your opinions. If you thought of any creative ways to do your wax seals, if you thought of any shortcuts for the dies, would love to hear some comments and see how other people use their kits and, you know, tips and tricks they've learned. thank you for watching. Like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching.